Hi, I'm Rachel Walzer, and we're in the middle of a rehearsal for Speaking in Tongues. I'm playing the character of Valerie.
My name's Philip Arneil, and I am playing Valerie's husband, John.
So, my character in Speaking in Tongues is a professional woman with a deep, dark secret. She has an interesting relationship with her husband, which we discover as the play develops. She's professional, she's analytical, she carries a lot of secrets and thoughts and questions in her daily life. She's very observant of others, and she sees the world as her mirror, so she's quite self-obsessed as well. She's a lovable character, somebody that you feel sorry for, and somebody who I think is a bit overbearing on the people around her.
My character is, we don't know a lot about my character. Obviously, he's married to Valerie. We assume that he's probably businessman, some kind of profession, maybe reasonably well off. He also has some secrets, and as you would expect, has an equally ambiguous relationship with Valerie, his wife. I think John is a character that's quite analytical. I think he maybe reads situations quite well, and he likes to maybe mess around with people, particularly the character that he plays against for the majority of the part of the play that John's in.
One of the things that I think is explored in this play is communication, or a lack thereof. I don't think we communicate.
What were we saying?
I didn't say anything.
I think one of the other themes that for me is definitely this sort of conflict that I think a lot of people will recognize between kind of happiness in inverted commas, however you sort of define that, and this idea of being content or being satisfied with your lot, which I think is something that people will definitely be able to relate to. And also the compromises I think people make within that sort of conflict.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think we do find guilt as a thread in this play. And a lot of times it's not just guilt about something that one of us has done wrong. It's also an indirect way of showing love to somebody else, feeling bad that we're hurting the other person, yet still continuing to hurt the other person.
I think as well as themes, I think one of the most interesting things about Speaking in Tongues is the structure of how the play is put on stage. I think for audiences that's going to be really interesting, challenging for sure, but definitely an interesting, because I've never seen anything like it, the way it's done and the way it's written. I think the play is a sort of a universal play, because I think if you've ever been in a relationship, or you've been married, or you've been looking for something to make you happy, I think that you can definitely relate to the play. I think our characters, but I think the characters in general, I think that the audience will definitely recognize themselves in either one or a combination of the characters for sure.
Yeah. I think the complications that these characters live with are very universal. All people have these kind of emotions or questions or mysteries in their lives to different degrees. So I think they are all very relatable. Some are more extreme than others, some have more pain in their lives than others do, but everybody can relate to a degree. And I think that's one of the accomplishments of this play is presenting the difficulties, the complexities, the fears, the anger, the desires, the wrongdoings of all people that exist everywhere.
Okay, this is the flyer for Speaking in Tongues, written down here. This is the name of the play, obviously, Speaking in Tongues. The dates are February 23rd to the 26th, and it's going to be at the Pocket Theatre in Nakano, and you can find all the information you need at www.tokyoplayers.org. Didn't put me off. So please come and see the show. It's genuinely going to be fantastic, and a show the like of which I think you've never seen before.